Good morning. Good morning and welcome to our yoga practice. We're back on the mat. Thank you for your patience while I had some other obligations. We still have a few minutes to go before class, probably about 3 minutes, so a nice amount of time. If you wanted to grab any extras to have around your class, a block, a strap, a bolster, a cup of water, a tissue, whatever it is you may need. And you can use this time to sit quietly, to begin centering the mind, or you can invite in gentle movements and begin warming up the body. Just coming onto the mat and making our space. Again, we've got a nice amount of time today before class begins. So use it as you want. Have anything you may want in arm's reach. We are going to begin on our backs today if you wanted to head that way. Probably another 2 minutes or so before we get going. We're settling into the mat, preparing for our practice in whatever way you deem fit. Another minute or so. A great moment to do any final preparations. To tune into your space. To start to head down onto back body. We'll gently make our way there if you haven't already. Lowering yourself down as you find a nice place for the head to rest. Shoulders settle. Feel the spine melt into the mat. The low back. Legs can be straight out. Legs could be bent. Knees could rest on one another. Lots of options. Find a variation that serves you, somewhere you can settle in. Soften the gaze or close the eyes as you take a moment. Arms resting down alongside body. And check in. If you find the breath is shallow, we'll begin to deepen it. Breathe in and out through the nose. Feel the body expand and contract. And as you take these nice full rounds of breath, see if you can match the length of your inhale to the length of your exhale somewhat. And as you take these full cleansing breaths, use the exhale to help you release any surface level tension in the body. Maybe that's a further softening of the shoulders. Maybe it's relaxing the jaw or the forehead, the toes. Find that nice place of release. And release any thoughts that aren't serving you as well. As you draw the mind here to the present, keeping this connection between breath and body. The knees are resting against one another. Create a little separation. Feet can set at hip width distance or the legs can remain long, and we'll draw the right knee in toward the chest. You can flutter open the eyes if they were closed. And as you hold the right knee in toward the body, start to draw circles with the ankle. Notice any creaks or cracks. Mindful in your movement. We'll reverse direction. Maybe wiggle the toes here as well. Loosening up the foot. We'll find stillness with the right foot. We'll leave the knee where it is. Extend the left leg long, deepening that stretch through the hips. Keep the head resting on the mat. We'll hold on to right knee with right hand. Let that knee fall open to the side. It may be 10 degrees. It may go a full 90. Find your range of motion. Keep the body square to the sky. Awareness goes to the right hip. We'll bring that knee back to center. Cross the midline slightly. We're not really twisting. We're opening up the outside of the right hip a bit. And then back open. Hips stay square to the sky. Maybe you take the left hand to left hip, a nice reminder that hip may want to lift up. You want to stay in a resting position. Back to center, and that slight crossover the midline. Awareness moves to the outside of the right hip. Center, get that knee a little squeeze and send that leg up. It does not have to be straight. You can have a little bend at the knee. Starting to stretch out the back of the leg. Foot is flexed. Sole of the foot is shining toward the sky. And then point the toes. Little point and flex with the right foot. And with control, we'll leave that leg long as we lower it down onto the mat. Take your time. When right heel hits the ground, we'll inhale, arms overhead. Full body stretch, reaching from fingertips to the bottom of our feet. Toes reaching. And then we'll leave the arms on this plane, kind of swinging over the earth as they come down alongside body. We'll slide both knees in toward the chest and then take a full body hug. Arms wrapping around as we draw the legs in. We'll release our hold as we settle the feet back on the mat. And again, you can leave the feet here. You could extend the right leg as we draw the left knee in. You're really struggling with the arms to hold the leg here. Release them a bit. Find that balance between effort and ease. Could also be a good opportunity to maybe incorporate a strap if that's how the arms are feeling. We'll draw circles with the ankle. They don't have to be perfect circles, just movement through the ankle, loosening the joint. We'll reverse direction to get that toe wiggle in. Awareness on the foot, the ankle, that connection into the body. Find stillness. We'll extend the right leg long if you haven't already. Deepening that stretch through our hips. Breath remains steady. Hold on to left knee with left hand and let it fall open. Each side of the body will be a little different, so take a moment to check in. See how the left hip is doing. See what it is asking for today. Each exhale helps you deepen. Find a little more release. We'll gently draw that knee back to center and then let it slightly cross over the midline. Check in with the outside of the left hip. And again, each side of the body is different. Resist the urge to compare. See what this side is doing today. We'll open that knee back up. And then gently bring it back through center. Slightly cross the midline. Back to center. Give the knee a little squeeze. Send the heel high. Draw awareness from the low back into the hip and all the way up the back of the left leg. Point the toes. Bring that awareness through the top of the foot, down the front of the leg. Little point and flex. Find stillness and with control, keep that leg long as you lower it to the mat. Nice and steady. When left heel hits, we'll inhale the arms up overhead. Full body stretch. Exhale, we'll draw the knees in. Give them a nice hug. Give the knees a little squeeze. Send both heels up. Core is engaged. Draw the navel toward the spine. Keep the back connected to the mat. We'll lower the right leg a little. You can go 10 degrees, 45. You could hover it just above the earth. And then lift it back up. Lower the left. And again, you have stages, finding what serves you this morning. Draw it back up. Keep the foot flexed. With control, lower the right leg, again, to whatever height and hover you like. We'll draw it back up. Last time, left leg. Draw it back up. We'll take peace fingers behind the knees as we draw the knees toward the chest. Take a rock along the length of the spine and use that momentum to bring you up to a nice seated posture. That could be legs crossed, legs out, whatever is serving you best in this moment. We'll take the left hand down to the mat as we inhale the right up. Exhale as we take it over. Sit bones are connected down to the mat. Creating a nice stretch through the ribs. Keep the heart open to the wall in front of you. We'll inhale up. Exhale the right hand to the mat. Inhale up the left. Find that length as you exhale and take it over. Feel softness through the shoulder and the elbow. That right hand connected to the earth, helping support us here. Inhale up. Exhale down. We'll inhale up both arms. Reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll interlace the fingers. Flip the palms away from the body so thumbs are down at the mat and press the palms away. Okay, nice stretch through the hands, the wrists. A little space between the shoulder blades as you press the hands away. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, release, let them flutter down to your side. We'll take right hand to left knee, light twist. The gaze can go to the side, or maybe it travels a little bit behind you. We'll gently unwind and head to the opposite side. Left hand, right knee. We sit tall. Soften the shoulders. Maybe allow the eyes to travel a little farther behind you. Exhale as you unwind. If the legs are not outstretched, we'll go ahead and send them there, about hip width distance between the feet. Sit tall as we inhale the arms up. Keep that length in your spine as you exhale to your forward fold. Lead with the heart. Maybe you hold feet, ankles, shins, the mat. Again, if the strap is in your practice, you could wrap that around the feet to help draw you down. There can be a little micro bend at the knees. We'll inhale up. Tuck the feet under as we rotate over, meeting at a neutral tabletop somewhere in the middle of the mat, not hanging out here too long. We'll take each hand forward a handprint, spread the fingers nice and wide as you curl the toes. And we'll begin with just hovering the knees off of the mat. Feel that connection to your foundation, the strength of the arms and the shoulders. We'll lower the knees, take a breath. And this time as you lift the knees, we'll shift the hips up and back and find our way to down dog, our upside down V shape. You can explore with a little bit of movement if you like. You will find stillness, working toward a flat back. Take a little wave through the body as you lift the heels, shift the hips, and find yourself in high plank. You can lower to the knees here if you like. With elbows tight to the body, we'll lower through chaturanga to the belly. Uncurl the toes. Hands down the shoulders. We'll inhale up, baby cobra, or maybe a midlift. Not going too high yet as we warm up. Exhale as you release. Take a breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale as you release. We'll curl the toes, press up to that extended tabletop, and then lift the hips and make your way to down dog. That transition through our extended tabletop is always available, even if I don't call it. We'll keep the hands connected to the mat, left toes rooted down as we draw right knee up. We'll bend that knee, slightly open the hip, rotate back. Big step forward with the right foot as we come to our runner's lunge. Hands frame the foot. They stay connected to the mat. The gaze is down. You can lower the back knee if you like, taking more of a low lunge. Then with control, we'll start to lift the torso. Maybe hands come to thigh. As the gaze moves forward, staying steady on our foundation. Nice and strong. We'll take one breath here. Bring the hands back to the mat. We'll step the right toes back. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale up to your cobra variation today. Exhale as you release, curl the toes, press up and back, finding your down dog. Keep that connection to your foundation with right toes root down, left leg reaches up, bend at that knee, slightly open the hip. Rotate back, big step forward. There's a generous bend in the left knee. It's stacked over the ankle or slightly behind it. Hips sit low. Length throughout the body as we reconnect with our breath. And again, you can lower the knee here if you like, the back knee. Connect to our foundation as we start to lift up. Take your time. Strong and stable. The gaze is forward. With control, release the hands back to the mat. Step the left toes back. High plank. Lower down. Inhale up to your cobra. Exhale as you release to down dog. Little wave through the body as we come back to high plank. We'll lower the left knee. Start to turn to the side as we take right hand off the mat and come to our supported side plank. Right hand reaches up toward the sky, or it could come to hip. That right foot is on the inner blade, connected to the mat. Left knee is supporting us. With control, we'll bring right hand back to mat. Step the left foot back, high plank once more. And then we'll lower the right knee. Start to rotate to the right side. Right hand supports us as left lifts. The left foot stays connected to the mat. Open heart. Rotate back down. Left hand to mat. Step the right toes back. We'll try to keep the knees up. Again, you can go to that variation. We're going to try a side plank. So rotate the feet. Turn to the left. The outer blade of the left foot is on the mat. The inner of the right. Hand to hip or up. We'll take one breath here. And then rotate back. High plank. Shift to the right. High plank, opposite side. And again, you can do that supported side plank or side plank on the side. Oh. Hips stay lifted. Rotate back. Lower down. Inhale up to your cobra. Exhale as you release. We'll leave the chin on the mat. Take the arms down alongside body. Pinkies touching thighs. We'll create a nice base through the chin, the palms, and the pelvis as we inhale up the right toes. Your left may be an inch or two. It may be a foot or more. Embrace where you're at. With control, lower the right foot down. When right toes touch, we'll inhale up the left. Flying leg is strong. With control, lower the leg down. When left toes touch, we'll inhale up both feet. And lower them down. Nice work. Hands under shoulders as we press back hips to heels. Child's pose. Belly can rest on the thighs, or you could take the knees wide to the edges of the mat, creating a little more space for you to melt into. Arms are stretched overhead. You can keep a little bend at the elbows. One more breath here. Start to walk the hands in toward the knees as you lift up. We'll rise to a kneeling posture. Knees are under hips. Nice stable base. We'll curl the toes and then gently sit hips back toward heels. Big stretch for the feet. Inhale up. Leave the feet where they are. And we'll do our back bend. So you have some options. You could do half camel, where you reach back for the heel with the matching hand. Opposite one goes up. Or you could take the fist to the small of the back and take your back bend that way. So I'm going to do half camel. Right hand flips away from the body. Start to arch the back. Right hand finds right heel or a block as the left arm lifts. Big arch. Try to keep the heart lifted. Inhale up. Exhale to center. The left palm flips away from the body. We start to arch back. Hand finds heel. Right arm reaches up. Gazes toward the sky. Inhale up. Exhale down, uncurl the toes, lower. Swing the legs around. Somewhere near the middle of the mat, finding a comfortable seated spot. Again, whatever that looks like to you. Hands are alongside body. We'll inhale them up to shoulder height. Exhale, long arms, palms come together in front of us. Feel that little space you're creating between the shoulders as we interlace the fingers. Draw palms to heart, elbows go wide. Thumbs brush the heart as they rotate down. Palms away from the body, we press. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, arms to shoulder height. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale as you rotate and press them away. Inhale, arms up. Exhale as you release. We'll inhale up to shoulder height, pause. Big exhale, we give ourselves a hug. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, back to that hug. Opposite arm goes on top. Embracing the awkwardness, noticing the subtle difference when we make that shift. Stay settled and centered. Inhale the arms up or open and exhale them down alongside body. Arms stay down along our side as the shoulders drop away from the ears. And we let left ear fall toward left shoulder. Gently drop the chin toward the chest. And then bring the gaze back to center. Right ear falls toward right shoulder. And notice as you move into each shape, if you start to tense up, if you do, use the exhale, help you settle back in. Keeping the legs loose as well. We'll gently rotate chin to chest. And this time we'll draw a line with the nose all the way up toward the sky. Feel that nice opening through the throat. Bring it back to center. We'll look left and then right. Back to center. Bringing hands together at heart center, we'll seal in our practice today. I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, and those kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for our yoga practice. Again, thank you for your grace the last few weeks while I had other obligations. Happy to be back, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat next Tuesday. Bye, all.